Hi, I'm Johnny from UltimatePaperMache.com, and I just bought a book I just absolutely love. It's all about making sculptures, lots of different sculptures, out of cardboard. I actually saw one of his videos by accident. I'd never seen his work before, and he mentioned in the video he was making a little face out of a toilet paper roll, and he said that it was one of the projects in his book. So I had to go out to Amazon and find it, and I'm really glad I did. This happens to be the face that he was making, or one of them. Toilet paper rolls, just cardboard, cereal boxes, some tape, a little bit of paint. That's all that's in here. And he's got so many different projects. I mean, it's just amazing. And they're really nice. He does say on the cover that it's for children, but I'm pretty sure that adults would have a really good time with this too. Mostly because there are so many different shapes in here. Flowers, animals, buildings, birds, insects. He's even got some insects like that. And there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't put paper mache on any of these. One thing that I get asked about a lot is, how do you make a sculpted painting, basically something that you can put on the wall? And that's exactly what he's doing with his dragonfly, because he's just building his shapes out of cardboard, just real simple cardboard and tape, and putting it on a flat piece of cardboard and painting it, and then he's got his three-dimensional painting for the wall. Here's one where he's making a sculpture of looks like a cougar or a leopard. I'm trying to read it upside down in my monitor thing. And he's just cut it out of a piece of cardboard and folded it in the middle. Look at that. Is that simple? And look how nice it turned out. This is just so many ideas in this. Now, I do want to mention though, he does say it's for children, but I think this is a little bit advanced for really little kids. I wouldn't. I'm saying at least 4th grade. If you want a book that's for people of a slightly younger age, I would recommend this one. I actually just ordered my 4th copy of that because I keep showing it to people and they like it and I give it away, and then I feel picked on because I don't have one, and so I buy it again. And it is out of print, but you can still get it out on Amazon.com, and it's still not expensive. So that one is really good for a younger set. But this one, this is a great, how do I say this? It's an introduction to sculpting, because sculpting is what? It's just, you take some kind of material, whether in this case cardboard or crumpled paper and foil, like we use a lot for our paper mache sculptures, clay, obviously, wood. People can sculpt out of almost anything, but it's really nice to get an introduction to sculpting with materials that don't cost any money. And that's exactly what's in here. It's just toilet paper rolls, cardboard that you find laying around, a little bit of tape and some paint. And he really does some beautiful work, like these ships. I think that any adult could be very proud if they made a ship like that. So it's not just for little kids. But if you happen to know anybody in your family or a friend who's homeschooling one of their kids, or the whole family, this would be a great book. Here's a frog that he's showing us how to make, and then he shows us how to put all of the, the environment for the frog. And then over here on this side, he gives us some ideas about how we could use the sculpture of the frog as part of some other class, if we happen to be still in school. History, geography, science, art. He's got a little, this tree is growing up from a seed, for instance, so there's biology involved in here. There's a school philosophy. I don't think it's Montessori. I think it's one of the other ones. I can't remember what it is, but there is a private school program that includes art and dance and music and science and math and reading all together, because everybody learns in a different way, and it really takes advantage of your whole entire brain when you're learning something. And I just think it's wonderful that he actually included something like that right here in this book. Another thing that I really like about this book is that in some ways it's similar to my book about how to make animals sculptures with paper mache clay. I designed that book so that if you actually do start at the beginning and go all the way through, by the time you're finished, you'll be able to sculpt any animal you want to because you've learned the process. The shapes will change if you decide to do some other animal that isn't in the book, but you still be able to do it. He's done the same thing basically, but with all of the different subjects. If you were to go through the faces chapter, for instance, there's quite a lot of different projects in there, and if you were to go through that area, you would understand how to manipulate cardboard and how to shape it and how to put things together so that you can make any face you wanted to, not just his. You could also learn how to make animals exactly the same way. And then you could go on to the imaginary chapter and learn how to make those. It's really the manipulation. That's what I like about it, is you're learning to manipulate the materials so that you can create anything you want to. And cardboard is not an intuitive material, just like paper mache. You have to learn how to use it. It's not like clay where you just pick it up and just immediately start moving things around and creating shapes. You really have to learn the material, and that's something that you would really learn how to do in this book. This really is my favorite new book. It's got lots of dragons in here. So go check it out. Like I said, if you're looking for something for younger kids, I would recommend that book instead. And I recommend this one for anybody like my age or down to grade 4. If you want to sculpt with something and you don't want to have to spend a whole lot of money doing it, there's a lot of ideas in here that I never would have thought of. So I just think this is a fantastic book. So go check it out. I'll put links to it down below. I'll also put links to his channel on YouTube so that you can go look at some of these when he's actually building them in person. Then go out to Amazon and pick it up either for yourself or as a gift, because this would make a fantastic Christmas present. Somebody would get really excited about it. Now go make something and come visit me, ultimatepapermache.com. I'll see you there.